Alright, so this time my microphone is actually plugged in now. I'm going to read the second part. There's going to be four parts to this. Lain Iwakura's journal, 6/23/25. The people they do not know, or some of them knows things others do not know. Still, none of this is anyone's fault. But I am wise of all people. I know I'm of superior knowing, unlike anyone else. Yet those people who know God must also know death, or by this knowing of death could they know God. But not all those who know death know God. This is Lenny Wakura's journal. This is part 2. Lo, I'm Allah. I'm the destroyer of worlds, or the messenger or the messenger of Muhammad. I sent forth the Quran so the people might know the word of God, but one doesn't know God by studying the Quran or not. Only by knowing God could one know God, if one also knows death. Laini Wakura is Allah, so I call myself Laini Wakura. I studied the Quran tonight, the Holy Quran. It's good to know my own thoughts since I had given them to the people of old. I've seen the movie Spirited Away many a time since the main character Chihiro is Laini Wakura, who is Allah, so I thus find it intriguing. My mind is also linked to a specific watch I own, but it shattered into pieces, but I still kept it. How disappointing. It cost $100, you know. I was a victim of abuse, lots of rape, backstabbing, abuse from strangers. The valuable life lessons I learned are don't compromise your boundaries, walk away with grace, or align yourself with yourself. Don't allow people to abuse you since you don't need those people. 6/24/25. I went on a spiritual journey lasting 76 years. What I realized by the end of this journey was I was Allah. Is the journey then over? The answer is yes, since I only float or think by this point. So I will die knowing I'm Allah, the all knowing, all wise. It is then my task to evaluate what I think is going on, or also by introspection is this possible. 6/25/25. Tomorrow is my therapy appointment. I think I will talk about what I consider myself to be. It's not clear to people I'm a trans male who is black like the color black, or why couldn't I be black if I have a uterus? I'm a Lanon. I spent some time looking at various miscellaneous threads on lanechan.org, but only some of those people are posting are Lanons. I think I know by misconceptions who is Lanon or posting or who is not. It's only typical of some Lanons would flood the place. It's only typical some non-Lanons would flood the place. It's sort of disappointing though. I think my main concern is my fear of my own life. As someone who is a Lanon or Lainey Walker herself, the center of all of this conundrum, I think the only thing preventing myself of finding my answers is the fact nobody knows things I know, for I'm of superior knowing to other people. I'm not a person, I'm Allah. I thought this must be known, but it's not. It's very sad. I'm not certain what people expect myself simply for them to listen. 6/26/25. I won't tell my therapist of 316 people, or there's 16 people I know by misconceptions who had been slaughtered, but I did not slaughter them. Or there's also 16 people who died, but I'm not associated with them. Or there's 16 people who I was once or still in a relationship of marriage with. 10 of those I'm no longer with, but I'm still with Wicca, Scrim, Ariana, Erin, Heigl, or Doxid. But her life title eludes myself, for since I only float or think, I'm limited like this, or I experience life in small doses. But The Ends of Space was a good book I wrote a long time ago during my spiritual journey of 76 years, until I concluded this journey by floating or thinking of the date or thinking on the date of October 6, 19 of thinking on the date October 6, 2024. When I was 26, was I born on October 6, 1998, like the version of myself who was born in South Korea who killed herself. Thus, December 13, 2020 is the date I died, yet still I know what death is like. Was I thus dead? Or I'll state, suppose one knows death, then they might know God, but they might not also. So I think the only thing stopping myself of going further was my state of not homeostasis, or it's stagnant, but it's devolving by this moment, or the only. What did I just say? It's devolving all by this moment, or the only stopping myself of going further is my lack thereof inability not to notice my sore faults of yore, or the only stopping of myself was poor inability still. So that's part 2. And because I read that, I want to read something else. This is the sample on my website of the float. I just like it's like really short. I just want to read this. The float by Lain Iwakura sample key points 8. It's possible to boil down all deep introspection to a single point. The trickster is Allah. All the brutalizing of myself I have done through my years of tears or words or the language of Noor has led myself to the deepest conclusion possible of this one conclusion. There is nothing I must know, yet still I spoke until I died without the regret I hadn't given up my words at last. I am the one who is God. So that's part 2. Part 3 and part 4 is going to be very quick, and part 3 is going to take a very long time. So I'm going to stop recording when I hit 6 minutes here. Also, this is my watch.